Hey, this is Heidi Dawson. If you love all things health and wellness and style of any kind, hang out here with me each week. I'm obsessed with never-ending improvement, and it's all in an effort to help each one of us live a wildly successful lifestyle. Subscribe today so you don't miss a thing.
Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 631 of the Wildly Successful Lifestyle Podcast. It's good to be with you. I love our little twice a week chats, even though they're short and sweet, or I don't know, maybe because they're short and sweet. I mean, they just give us something good to focus on and think about every few days, and that feels really valuable in a world where distractions are everywhere. It keeps me on my toes creating and producing these episodes, and I hope it keeps you on your toes listening. So thank you for being here. All right, so Eric and I just got back from our annual sailing trip. We go to the British Virgin Islands every year. It's 2 full weeks, like just on the water with 6 of our favorite people. We've been doing this same trip for 14 years now, and it's one of the highlights of our entire year. We look forward to it all year long. And this year was no exception. We actually were gone. We left the day all the snow and ice started, if you got any of that. And we came back 2 weeks later, so it was almost all melted by the time we got back. So we felt very fortunate and grateful that we were in the sunshine for the whole thing. Anyway, before we left, I did what I will often do, and I bought a few cute new things to wear on the boat. Who doesn't like a few new things when you're going on vacation? One pair of shorts in particular I loved and could not wait to wear. They were so cute, little light blue classic shorts that I really felt like they fit like they were made for me, and I was really excited to wear them. And then I also have this black bathing suit. We take a bunch of bathing suits because we're on the water every day, but there's this one black bathing suit that, I don't know, I feel a little sexy in it, but super comfortable too. And that's really hard to come by, especially after 50, if you get me. So off we go on our amazing trip. And every single day I would stand in my little cabin in the evening in front of my little bitty tiny closet. And I would think, okay, well, maybe tonight's the night for the new shorts, or actually, no, you know what? Tomorrow will be perfect because we're going to that little harbor and that'll be perfect. So I would leave them hanging and wear something different. And then the next day would come and I would be like, oh, maybe I'm going to wear those tomorrow when we're anchored off that beach because that's perfect for those shorts. And on it went. And you already probably know where this is going, right? So the last morning arrived and we were packing to head home, and those shorts, they're still hanging in my closet, my little tiny closet, and they're brand new. They've never been worn, not one time on our trip. Same thing with my black bathing suit. I saved it so many times that I literally ran out of days. So I wore all my old reliable suits the whole trip and left my favorite one like it was some kind of museum piece in there. And I stood there in my little bitty cabin with the stuff everywhere, packing it into these bags. And I was holding my unworn brand new shorts and my favorite bathing suit. And I kind of laughed at myself because it was so ridiculous. I had waited and waited and was excited to wear them, waited so long that I didn't actually get to use them. And then I realized, you know what? I do this at home too. I have this gorgeous scented candle that smells like the most expensive hotel lobby on earth. You know what I'm talking about. And it's my favorite candle, and Eric buys me, they actually go out of stock all the time. I guess I'm not the only one that loves it, but I tell myself all the time, like, I'll burn it when we have company, or I'll burn it on a special night, or when I really just need a little treat. So a lot of times that candle will sit right on the island looking pretty, and I'd walk by and smell it every once in a while, not burning it, of course, because I'm saving it. But I started thinking, like, how many other things am I doing that with? What else am I saving? What am I waiting for? Is it the fancy wine, the good sheets, maybe the beautiful journal that I won't write in because I don't want to ruin it because my friend gave it to me and it's so gorgeous. I've done that. I have probably 3 or 4 journals like that. Or maybe it's the vacation that I kept putting off, or the business idea that you keep polishing instead of launching, or the hard conversation that you keep delaying until it is the right time. What are we waiting for? And here's the part that really hit me on the travel home, because I was really thinking about this after I realized what I had done, is that life doesn't save the best moments for when we're finally ready. I mean, the perfect night, the perfect conditions, the perfect version of us, they don't show up on a schedule. They show up in the middle of an ordinary Tuesday when we decide to make them special. I kept waiting for the trip to feel like peak vacation before I pulled out the new shorts, or like the perfect location for that exact pair of shorts. But every single day was peak vacation. Every single day would have been perfect for me to wear those shorts. I just couldn't see it because I kept holding out for something better that never came. So I'm asking you the same question that I have asked myself on the whole trip home. What are you waiting for? Maybe it's something small, like lighting that candle that you love while you make dinner instead of waiting for company. Or maybe it's a medium thing, like wearing the good jewelry, or the fancy shoes, or the designer purse, carrying it on a random Wednesday just because it makes you smile. Or maybe it's a big thing, like saying yes to the opportunity that's been sitting in your inbox, or having the conversation you've been avoiding, or starting that thing you've been preparing for years. Because here's the quiet truth that I am still chewing on. Every time we save the best for later, we're kind of quietly telling ourselves that right now isn't good enough. And that belief, little by little, steals the joy out of the moments that we actually get. The wildly successful lifestyle isn't about waiting until everything lines up perfectly. It's about deciding that this moment right now, it's worthy of the good stuff, the good shorts, the good candle, the good effort, the good version of you. So here's my challenge to both of us this week. Pick one thing you've been saving, big or small, and use it. Wear it, burn it, launch it, say it, do it. Not because the conditions are finally perfect, they're not ever going to be, but because you are deciding that today is worth it. Now, I already lit the fancy candle twice this week since we've gotten home. The house has smelled like heaven. And I know Eric's looking at me like he's kind of seeing me light these candles that I don't normally light on a Tuesday night, and looking at me like, what are you doing? What are you up to? But you know what? It felt amazing to just say, you know what? Tonight's worth it. Tonight is worth that candle. I loved that feeling, and it felt amazing, and I want that feeling for you today. You are just as worthy today as you will be in the future, and I got to tell you, you are so worthy of the good stuff, and I hope you never forget it. Okay, this was short, sweet, and hopefully a little thought-provoking. Share this with two people who may be saving that fancy purse for the perfect night out that's been a long time coming. And for you, go use the good stuff today. You deserve it. I love you guys. I'll talk to you in a few days.
Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends, because we're just going to keep going bigger and better places together, and I love that about us. Talk to you in a few days.